Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Weasels everywhere. Everywhere. You know what's unfortunate? They should be allowed to be everywhere, but far away from power. Unfortunately, weasels are in power, man. It's something that even the Old Testament spoke about that. Not that I'm a Christian or anything, or a Judeo-Christian something. Anyway, we can't talk about that. It's a taboo subject here. So let's go and see what's going on with the tanks. Those tanks, the Germans that say no, we're not going to send tanks, and we can't allow anybody else to have our tanks, Leopard 2 tanks delivered. Remember? Well, it seems like we have a little bit of a intra-war between the Poles and the Germans. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the Poles who really want to send the German-made tanks Leopard 2 to Ukraine, but the Germans said, no. Now we got it all cleared out. So let's go first to this article that I got ready for you. And this comes from this little article, bignewsnetwork.com. It was taken from, guess from where? From RT.com. Poland threatens coalition to overcome German stance on tanks. Prime Minister, this guy right here. So this comes from the 23rd of January 2023. That happened already there. So these guys, the Poles, threaten to form a coalition, that the coalition will deliver tanks without the Germans' approval. So that's what these guys are talking about, the coalition. So Poland with some other little countries say, you know what, Germany, you don't want to send tanks? That's fine. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it probably without your approval. So let's go and see what these guys are talking about, okay? Now, let's see what Mr. Mariusz, I think that's what his name is. Yeah, Mateusz, I'm sorry. So Mateusz Morawiecki has blasted Berlin's unacceptable position after it failed to authorize the delivery of Leopards to Kiev. Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki has taken the German leadership to task over its reluctance to provide tanks to Ukraine. Well, Poland has that little problem, let's put it this way, with the reparations for the Second World War. So I'm guessing that the Poles are very aggressive. So yes, they try to blame the Germans for everything. And why not? Since the Germans have no balls, well, that's what happens in the parking lot. That's what happens in the schoolyard. The bully comes, punch you in the face. You don't do anything about it, he's going to come and punch you again. That's why you have to be straight there. Nobody. No. You might lose. But at least you put a fight, and the bully next time say, well, should I fight this crazy? I know I can beat his ass, but the problem is I'm going to get scattered a little bit. Maybe he's going to scratch me or, poke me in the eye. So, I'm going to pick another little victim. So back on to this article. So he said, Prime Minister of Poland, said Berlin would end up on the wrong side of history again unless it gave the green light to such deliveries. So that is a blackmail right there. It's calling names and shaming Germany again. So at a meeting of the Ukrainian contact group on Friday, Berlin reiterated its unwillingness to send Leopard 2 tanks to Kiev. It also failed to authorize other countries to send them. Poland is among those who possesses the hardware and have said they are ready to hand it over. In an interview with a Polish press agency published on Sunday, Morawiecki said that Warsaw was prepared to set up a quote-unquote smaller coalition to facilitate the handover of German-made Leopards. Citing the Ukrainian contact group's failure to reach an agreement, the Polish premier described Germany's stance as, and I'm quoting, unacceptable. Is that an ultimatum? Is that an ultimatum, Mr. Morawiecki? You didn't like when that happened to you, when that guy in 39 issued it to you. It seems like you like to bully people around now. Anyway, it's your right to do whatever you want, and face the consequences, if any. So let's get going with this article. All right. So we have here that it says that Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said on Friday that importance of such supplies in terms of their ability to change something on the battlefield should not be exaggerated. Whatever. The Poles want to create another little coalition, bypassing the Germans. Now we have this article right here, which is bang. This comes from Associated Press. Hello, my little friend. And this is from, again, January 22nd, 2023. It is from Associated Press, trusted news outlet. And this is the title. Minister, Germany will not or won't block Poland giving Ukraine tanks. Hooray, hooray. Let's see, what are the Weasels here? Aw, Miss Baerbock. Aw. Oh, we got Johnson. We're not going to take care of this guy. Bozo is back in business. He's in Kiev, just so you know, if you wondered and you missed him. All right, so I'm reading this little article. The German government will not object if Poland decides to send Leopard 2 battle tanks to Ukraine, Germany's top diplomat said Sunday, indicating movement of supplying weapons that Kiev has described as essential to its ability to fend off an intensified Russian offensive. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock, a very average person, I would say mediocre, not average, mediocre. And you say, hey, that's mediocre is average. Well, I think it's a little bit worse than that in my mind. So Miss Annalena Baerbock, and I'm not saying that because she looks like this or she is that. No, because because of her beautiful statements she made in the past, 8 months or so, and she didn't prove herself of being a really top diplomat. If you want to see top diplomats, I'm telling you, look at the Indian Foreign Minister Jaishankar, Dr. Jaishankar, my bad. Look at the former Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, another one, and of course look at Mr. Lavrov. So, sorry, Blinken, out. And we had the other one. Do you remember that one? Lazy Truss? Another beauty of the beast. Let's go and see these guys here. What these guys are saying. So, German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock told French TV channel LCI that Poland has not formally asked for Berlin's approval to share some of its German-made leopards, but added, and I'm quoting, "If we were asked, we would not stand in the way," end quote. Such weasels, man. Just do it if you have the balls. If not, just go back in line. German officials, and I'm quoting, know how important these tanks are. This is the Weasel talk. And again, I'm quoting, this is why we are discussing this now with our partners. End quote. Baerbock said in an interview clips posted on LCI. This is unbelievable, but hey, what can you do, man? A weasel will always be a weasel. So Baerbock says, hey, you never asked. Like you have a guy who's drowning and hey, why don't you jump and save the guy? He never asked me. Oh, he asked for help. Not my name. Now, isn't that weasel talk? I think it's super duper weasel, just to use some liberal terminology here. Super duper weasel. All right. So there we go. You didn't ask. I mean, Poland, you never asked. We'll see if Poland has so much, they say balls, but I would say something else, which is called hatred towards some and to help others and provide them with tanks so they can some Ruskis, correct? Yeah, because Poland has such a big heart. It's fine, man, just provide it. I just made a video a minute ago with actually two people talking about the same issue. One is the president, I don't know if it's called the president, the head of Duma, the Russian chamber, lower chamber, and the House, let's put it this way. And he said that the countries that provide Ukraine with newer technology and tanks and all that get the risk to be hit and by Russia, or everything might escalate into a global war. And then we have Dmitry Medvedev, who else, who said that, a new coalition will be formed, probably an anti-US military coalition will be formed, is in the, ready to get there where it's supposed to be. You always like competition, don't you? I do. So anyway, it's not about us here much, it's about these weasels who just pushing one another in front. Hey, you go. No, you go. You didn't call my name. I don't want to go. Oh my God. Did you hear those weasels? Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See you later, my guys.